Here's a collection of powerful Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes, no headings, no numbering, crafted into a flowing text. I'm providing a strong sample here. Let me know if you'd like more to reach a specific total word length. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. It's simple. If it jiggles, it's fat. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. Help others and give something back. I guarantee you will discover that while public service improves the lives and the world around you, its greatest reward is the enrichment and new meaning it will bring your own life. For me, life is continuously being hungry. The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, to conquer. My body is like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think about it, I just have it. The last 3 or 4 reps is what makes the muscle grow. This area of pain divides the champion from someone else who is not a champion. That's what most people lack, having the guts to go on and just say they'll go through the pain no matter what happens. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, you can do it, as long as you really believe 100%. Failure is not an option. Everyone has to succeed. The future is green energy, sustainability, renewable energy. You have to remember something: everybody pities the weak, jealousy you have to earn. If I can see it and believe it, then I can achieve it. Positive thinking can be contagious. Being surrounded by winners helps you develop into a winner. Confidence comes from victory, but strength comes from the struggle. Pain makes me grow. Growing is what I want. Therefore, for me, pain is pleasure. Never follow the crowd, go where it's empty. Forget plan B. To test yourself and grow, you have to operate without a safety net. Money doesn't make you happy. I now have $50 million, but I was just as happy when I had $48 million. My definition of living is to have excitement always. That's the difference between living and existing. To be successful, however, you must be brutal with yourself and focus on the flaws. 6 rules to success. Trust yourself. Break some rules. Don't be afraid to fail. Ignore the naysayers. Work like hell. Give something back. Everything has style. Everything's a little bit larger than life and done with mischief. I always stay hungry, never satisfied with current accomplishments. We can't change those stories, but we can choose where we go from there. But no matter what you do in life, selling is a part of it. 99% of the people in the world need to be told what to do and how to behave. If my life was a movie, no one would believe it. You can have results or excuses. Not both. You must see it, you must believe it, and then you must never stop working to make it happen. When your vision is powerful enough, everything else falls into place. How you live your life, your workouts, what friends you choose to hang out with, how you eat, what you do for fun. Vision is purpose, and when your purpose is clear, so are your life choices. Vision creates faith and faith creates willpower. With faith, there is no anxiety, no doubt, just absolute confidence. The wolf on the hill is not as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. Training gives us an outlet for suppressed energies created by stress and thus tones the spirit just as exercise conditions the body. The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. The pain that you hold is yours. This pain is not your curse, this pain is your privilege. Everybody knows who Arnold Schwarzenegger is, a living legend. Do it. Do it now. What is the point of being on this earth if you are going to be like everyone else? Just like in bodybuilding, failure is also a necessary experience for growth in our own lives, for if we're never tested to our limits, how will we know how strong we really are? How will we ever grow? If you want to turn a vision into reality, you have to give 100% and never stop believing in your dream. Be hungry for success, hungry to make your mark, hungry to be seen and to be heard and to have an effect. And as you move up and become successful, make sure also to be hungry for helping others. Saying, "I'll be back," isn't just a line, it's a mindset. You have to build the ultimate physical machine, but also the ultimate mind. If you don't find the time, if you don't do the work, you don't get the results. Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise. Helping isn't weakness, giving something back is strength. That's the secret: self-confidence, a positive mental attitude, and honest hard work. Stay hungry, stay healthy, be a gentleman, believe strongly in yourself and go beyond limitations. Diligence is the mother of good luck. You have to see it, feel it, and live it. Let me know if you'd like me to continue until we hit 7,000 words. I can keep building out these quotes in a single seamless narrative. Absolutely. Here's the next continuation of Arnold Schwarzenegger's quotes in seamless text format, no headings or numbering, just his words and philosophy flowing forward. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. Keep pushing, because the moment you stop, that's the moment you start going backward. There is no shortcut, everything is reps, reps, reps. I welcome and seek your ideas, but do not bring me small plans. Bring big visions. Don't listen to the naysayers. The worst thing you can ever do is stop and listen to people who tell you that you can't make it. Ignore them. There will always be someone saying it's impossible. That's when you dig in and prove them wrong. I knew I was a winner back in the 60s. I knew I was destined for great things. People will tell you you can't, but if you believe in your vision, nothing is impossible. Great leaders inspire others to reach beyond what they thought possible. When people say to me, "You can't do this, you can't do that," I say, "Listen, I'll be the judge of that." All successful people are obsessed with something. You have to be obsessed. That's how I made it in bodybuilding, in acting, and in politics. I wasn't the most talented, I wasn't the best speaker, but I outworked everyone. If you want to shine like the sun, you have to burn like it. I never waited for the perfect moment, because it never comes. You make the moment perfect by acting now. When I was 10 years old, I knew I wanted more from life. I wanted to be big. Not just physically, but in life. Mediocrity is not an option. I never wanted to just be a bodybuilder, I wanted to be the best. I never wanted to just be an actor, I wanted to be a star. You must think big, act big, and never doubt yourself. All I know is that the first step is to create a vision, because when you see it clearly, the work becomes a matter of persistence. When I wake up in the morning, I don't think about how tired I am, I think about what I'm going to conquer today. That's the difference. Each rep, each set, each decision builds momentum. When you love something and put in the time, it shows. Work your ass off. There is no plan B. Plan B distracts from plan A. You must be willing to sacrifice for the thing you believe in. I never once thought of quitting. Quitting is the easiest thing. Winners don't quit, they adapt, they hustle, they survive. The worst that can happen is failing, but failure is only temporary. Regret lasts forever. When I was preparing for competitions, I visualized my muscles growing with every representative. I saw myself on stage with the trophy. That vision drove me to train harder than anyone else. In acting, I saw myself being a box office star before I ever got a lead role. When you live with that kind of belief, you'll bend reality to meet your will. I've made mistakes, I've had setbacks, but I've never stopped moving forward. That's the difference. A champion gets knocked down but gets back up and keeps going. I don't compete with others. I compete with the vision I have of myself. The best version of myself is always just beyond the next challenge. You become stronger with each adversity you face. When you're tested, that's when you find out who you really are. Use that pressure. Don't run from it. Use it as fuel. No matter how dark it gets, no matter how hard life hits you, keep moving forward. That's where greatness is found. It's not about talent, it's about heart, about effort, about resilience. Discipline is what separates winners from dreamers. Everyone has a dream. Few people have the discipline to chase it every single day. I never trained only when I felt like it. I trained when I was tired, sore, busy, or sick. That's what builds character. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is reliable. It shows up when motivation doesn't. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Every representative you do in the gym, every late night you work on your goals, it all adds up. I always knew that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. If you want to become someone no one's ever seen before, you have to be willing to do what no one else is doing. You have to sacrifice comfort for purpose. No one is going to hand it to you. I didn't wait for an invitation. I knocked the door down. You build confidence by taking action. One step at a time, one success at a time. Don't be afraid to dream big, but don't just dream, act. Be relentless. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep going. Success is not owned, it's leased. And rent is due every day. I paid that rent in sweat, effort, and persistence. Every role I played, every set I trained on, every campaign I ran, I gave it everything. You can do the same. Start with one goal, one action, one step. Do it now. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for permission. Get moving. Let me know if you'd like me to continue with the next portion. We're about 1,500 minus 2,000 words in so far. Want to go all the way to 7,000?